Now let's look at such options as color, fill, shadow and others. At this point we will apply them to text, but later we will see how to use them with different objects. So here we are, we have our text, and let's see what can we do with this. Let's copy it. Actually, maybe let's make it bigger, like this. It will be more handy for us to use. Let's copy this one, and as you understand, we changed this from the previous color to this over here. Now we can set any color that we want. Of course, let's stick with this one. Okay, then we have our stroke option. It makes this border. We can make it thin, can make it like this, and here are some settings. For example, opacity becomes transparent, and this setting, let's look like here. This makes your border outside, this inside. Actually it turned everything to black. Let's make it 5. The difference outside, so here is the font itself, and the black one is the border. But if we place it inside, all the width of the letter becomes with the border inside it. So if we say 7, it's like this. If we set 8, like this. Okay, let's, yeah, and center is actually the center. So if we set 4 pixels border, 4 pixels stroke, 2 of them go inside and 2 of them go outside, obviously. What do we have here as well? Make the corners round with these settings. We can make it dashed. It works like this. Let's put 20 and 20. So it's the spacing and actual dashes. See, like this. You can play around with these settings. And actually these are the main settings of stroke that we might want to use. Let's move. Oh, of course we can change color of the stroke, obviously. Then let's make a shadow. There are some effects over here, and if you click the plus button, the first and the main effect will appear. It's drop shadow. Actually there are 4 of different effects over here. Inner shadow, let's look at it and make it more visible. Say 70. Probably let's make it bigger too. Yeah, here we are. Now it's more noticeable. If we want to make it more blurry, we can do this. It's like this. We can use several effects at the same time. At the same time, we can drop shadow be like this, like this. So the shadow could be different. Our inner shadow is add some volume to your letters, and when you set to drop a shadow, you understand that it goes above something. So it's the shadow settings. We have seen that we can make it very this, and you see that there are several shadows over here. And let's repeat how to make this shadow. Okay, we'll remove this one and make it, for example, I don't know, 30 and 30 and probably 30 and no more, 60 and something like this. Yeah, like this. So on these settings our text is laying higher. Some other font, of course. You can just type the font. And let's make text like this. By default, all the filling is solid like this, but if you want, you can create a gradient filling. So we see, for example, radial one. It will be from here to there, and as you see, it goes from black to transparent, and we want this thing to be blue and not transparent, and the first indicator will be red, something similar to this. So you see this gradient text, and if we want, we can fill it with an image. It's here. We should click here and select image. By default it pastes this chess image, and we can upload our own. Let's select this image. Okay, and here are some settings of this. Now it fills the image with, and the scale option isn't available, it's 100%. We can use this tile. You see the preview here, it's like mosaic. We can change the scale, for example, to this, and in this case the text will be like this. Or we can make it like this, and the text will be like at the screen. Let's bring it back. We can use the crop method to adjust the colors exactly as we want. Or fit. As you see, it doesn't look good here. I almost don't use this option. Okay, so finally we have something similar to the example, and you see that we can apply different effects to text, and actually you can do this with different objects as well. For example, as you see, there is some shape over here. We can add stroke to it, we can drop shadow, and so on.